Hey, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Growth Driven. And today, what I want to share with you are some very simple content marketing ideas for you and your small business in 2022. Hey, Edwin Dearborn here, another edition of Growth Driven. Thanks for joining me. Uh, Simple content marketing ideas for small business in 2022 is what I'm going to be talking about with you in this episode. If you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, solopreneur, a startup, content marketing is such a critical play for you to build awareness and, just as importantly, build engagement. And through that engagement of your content, meaning they're consuming it, they're liking it, they're sharing it, you build that brand awareness, you build trust, and you begin to see people come into your sales funnel or email you or refer you, but somehow they engage with you. And I've done content marketing now uh, before it was even called content marketing. I was in advertising, worked for an agency back in the mid 80s in Newport Beach, California. And I've been involved in marketing ever since. Obviously, with the advent of the internet and social media, that took a new turn, whether it was through blogs, YouTube videos, infographics. I currently work as a board member with several organizations and help direct and manage their content marketing ideas and strategies, as well as for myself and new emerging companies that I'm just beginning to work with, also showing them how to develop good content ideas. So it always becomes like, okay, what should I be promoting? What content should I be creating? Number two, how do I distribute that content? And number three, how do I engage it? How do I engage people with it? What do I do once things start happening? In today's episode, I just want to talk about 7 simple content marketing ideas for your small business that most any of you could do in 2022. Or you could find somebody on Fiverr, or you could find somebody that you could hire on Craigslist, or an intern at a local college. All of these are very simple to do within your existing resources in your community in 2022. So let's start. All right. Number one, show off your products and services. This can be done with photography, videography, written descriptions. You can hire a copywriter to write copy for you, to talk about it, which could be turned into an ebook, could be turned into a blog post, or an email, or all three. So start talking about your products and services. Start describing them in simple terms. One marketing person said, if you can't describe it to a fifth grader, then you're talking above most people. Just show off your products and services. Visual assets are best, meaning photos and or videos. Those are the best. Get people to actually see it. See people interacting with your product or service, people using your product or service. So that would vary depending on what you sell. Number two, give tips and strategies to the most common questions and problems that your potential clients or existing clients currently struggle with or have. So typically what I do is go with the people I work with, write down the top 25 or 50 questions that you get asked all the time. I've done this with mortgage brokers. I've done this with bookkeepers. I've done this with medical doctors, dentists. Just write down the questions and then come up with an answer, and then turn those answers into blog posts, emails, social media posts, videos, infographics, FAQ pages. Those things can be repurposed multiple ways. Okay, what's the next? Generate more positive reviews on Yelp and Google Business Profile. Used to be called Google My Business. Now it's called Google Business Profile. You have to become proactive. You cannot wait for positive reviews. There's a simple method. of many methods that I describe in my book, which, by the way, if you want to download my free ebook, just go to brandedshareables.com. I'm now showing it right here on my video, brandedshareables.com for those listening on the podcast. And you can download my free ebook. And I show you how to generate more positive reviews as well as referrals, which is going to be another point that I'm going to talk about here. I'll put the link in the video after it's uploaded to YouTube. So generate more positive reviews. 1 or 2 reviews a week adds up, and after about 6 months or 9 months or a year, I guarantee you, you're going to get more business. Is that content? Yes, it is content. It's user-generated content. Some of the best content out there. Which brings me to point number 4, cross-promote your best reviews through social media and email. So if you get a positive review on Google or TripAdvisor or Yelp or Facebook, it only exists within that ecosystem. You need to copy and paste it and put it on your website, send it on email, post it on LinkedIn. Hey, just got a great review on Yelp, wanted to share it on my other social channels. So you've got to cross promote those positive reviews so that people in other ecosystems see that positive review. They may not be on Yelp, but they see your email. That's great content and a great distribution method, and you can do that for years to come. Point number 5, stay in front of your existing and past clientele through email and text. I cannot tell you how much this is not followed, and it is such a growth hack. It is such a branding powerhouse by staying in front. You want more referrals and more repeat business? Stay in front of the people that already know and love you or have done business with you. That's just 9 times out of 10, people do not use CRMs. Maybe 99 times out of 100. When I talk to business people, they do not use content to stay in front of existing clients and past clients. I got one of my partners to start posting. I just said, start posting something on LinkedIn. Just start, you've got past clients that are connected with you, existing clients, and you're not active. Within just about 30 days of posting content continually, some guy from 10 years ago that was a client of his is now going to list his house, and he'll probably make a $25,000 to $30,000 commission. Just, you have to stay in front. You think they already know you. Out of sight, out of mind. If you want more repeat business, if you want more referrals, stay in front of your database. That is a continual action. And if you do that, you can just send out simple content like the answers and the tips on point number 2 I gave you earlier. Email out your strategies, email out tips, your answers to commonly answered questions, deposit reviews. But stay in front of your database. Point number 6, you've got to embrace, and I put it here twice, probably because most people don't, embrace video marketing, whether that's Facebook Live, using video like I'm doing on YouTube through StreamYard, which I love, or you're doing selfies, you're holding the phone. Look, this device right here, they're making movies with this. There's people in Hollywood that are making movies with cell phones. So you have a content marketing machine in your hand for your small business. And you should be doing videos on Instagram or TikTok or whatever your thing is. Just put out more video. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to look like George Clooney. You don't need to be some raving expert influencer. How do you think influencers became influencers? They started and they continued. Now, are you going to be an influencer? I don't know. You might be what's called a nano influencer. You may only influence 1,000 people. Hey, can you imagine you're a real estate agent and you're influencing 1,000 people to buy a home from you? That's a grand slam. So you don't have to be big to start, but you have to start if you want to become big. And in video, it's not even negotiable anymore. Video marketing is marketing. And if you're not doing video, you're literally leaving 99% of the people out there unengaged because that is what they want. Point number 7, you have to become more proactive in inspiring those referrals. Look, if you're good, you're going to get referrals no matter what. That's just going to happen. Referrals are going to show up if you're just good. Good restaurants get referrals. But what if you became proactive about it? And again, I show you in my look, this book is free. I'm giving it to you guys for free. Isn't that incredible? This ebook. Go to Branded Shareables. You will see it on my website. It's a free ebook. It's called Referrology, not Referrology, Referrology. And in that book, it's a short read. It's like 30 pages. I give very quick, actionable ways. And I talk in that ebook the 4 different types of referrals, and not only what those 4 types of referrals are, but how you can proactively increase them at will on a daily basis. Now, does that mean that if you implement these strategies today, you'll get a referral today? Possibly, but not likely. But if you do what I show you as a daily activity, a weekly activity, you start to put it into your routines and your cadence, and you become consistent with this, you will absolutely see more referrals. Referral marketing is a proactive. You can play offense. You don't have to just play defense and try to intercept them when they happen. You can get into this causative, proactive mindset and be very strategic about it. These are 7 things that if you were to work on, I guarantee you, you would have more business. These are the 7 things that I teach all the time and I implement with the bookkeeping business I'm a part of, which we've grown 400% in the last year and a half. The real estate company I've just began partnership with, we've grown. We're already beginning to see more referrals, more engagement. Med tech company involved, explosive growth, massive engagement with our videos, massive engagement with our email newsletters, our social media, like it's just exploding. Getting, we've generated, I don't know, 40, 50 positive reviews in the last couple of months just by implementing what we're doing. So I know that these work, not because I read about it. This is what I do on a daily basis with companies I'm involved with that are succeeding with these very strategies. If you just begin, you'll become better. If you continue, you'll become really good. But waiting for it to be perfect, perfection is the blood brother of, of procrastination. Procrastination is most often occurring because people are trying to be perfect, quote unquote, before they ever hit the press button. It's just you press play, you roll, you get better, you review your videos, and that's just how all the big brands have done it. All the big, influencers on social media have done it this way. If you need help, reach out to me. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, type in Edwin Dearborn, or you can engage with me on this video on YouTube, or you can reach out to me on my website, Branded Shareables, where we help businesses develop content for their brands to keep them in front of their customers and potential new customers all the time. This has been another edition of Growth Driven, and you have a great holiday season. Bye-bye.